Could you give me an update on the status of the stainless steel industry in India?
Well, that's a good question because everybody looking at Asia, everybody knows about China. So coming to India, at the moment we have a little bit of overcapacity scenario with one big greenfield project and some brownfield expansions. Therefore, we have about 1 million ton of surplus capacity in spite of producing 3 million ton last year.
And what would you say are the prospects for the future of the industry?
Well, the long-term prospect looks good because we are still one of the lowest user per capita, below 2 kilogram per person. Although we may be the very large individual user as a country, but for 1.3 billion people, we have nothing but to look northwards going forward in various areas of application.
Now, I understand India is the second largest consumer of stainless steels. So could you tell me what kind of grades are being used and where?
Well, that's a good question because people want to know what's happening in India. It may not be, the information is not readily available in any data or other source. I'm glad to report that last year we did an extensive market study and we found the total use in India is 2.4 million tons. Production crude steel around 3 million tons. And 57% is still in our kitchen and kitchen related. About 12% for our automotive, railways and transport sector, which has really grown from almost 2% within the last 5 years. And coming to architecture, building, construction, about 6%. The rest is all industrial uses like anywhere in the world for the process industry and other industrial applications. And coming to the grades which you asked, we are a very large producer of chrome manganese stainless steel because we took that decision way back in 1990 when the nickel prices at that point of time went high, and we have stayed on to it particularly for our kitchen and kitchen related, and which accounts today for about 57%. 28% is 300 series, 14% is about ferritic grade 400 series.
And what would you say about the quality of the Indian stainless steels?
Well, I can tell you that coming to the long products, for example, the total production about 700,000 tons and 60% are exported around the world. So there's no question of any quality issues, whether they are bright bars, wire rod. They're going to 80 countries from India because it's a little manual value-added product. And coming to flat products, companies like Jindal and others are exporting about 30% today of their products, of all the grades, whatever required. Coming to the quality for the local market, there are, of course, certain issues of a large segment of unorganized sector where there are no quality parameters, but they, at the end of the day, in spite of poor yield, they end up into a kitchen utensil, pots or pans, and they are of doable grade, yes.
And looking ahead, what kind of new applications are opening up for stainless steels in India?
Well, the Delhi Metro is one single successful project which happened in the last 10 years. With 193-kilometer network in our city, we have 2.5 million people commuting each day. All the trains, coaches are of stainless steel 301 grade, which is the right material. There's a lot of stainless steel at our railway stations, whether it's handrails or signages or roofing. So that's a good news, and there's no need to reinvent the wheel when we do this mass transportation in our big cities. So that will be big news for us for next 15, 20 years. Then our auto industry is growing, and the railways have come out again as a big success story for us for the passenger coaches and for the freight wagons to carry our minerals, iron ore, coal, etc. Those are the big segment. Architecture, building and construction is the area we are focusing to come to some international level of use. And the latest one is, of course, the stainless steel plumbing. In prestigious building, from our water source to our tap, all the concealed piping can be thin-walled stainless steel pipes and press fittings. And it's started to happen now, and I'm sure going forward, with a huge coastline, we have this will be a preferred material for plumbing, even for residential apartments, not only for prestigious buildings like hotel, hospitals, public buildings or corporate headquarters. I'm sure this is going to be a big story for us.